Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. My name is AES and welcome to my YouTube channel. When I went to Japan this past November, I encountered my first instance of culture shock, and funny enough, it happened during my taxi ride from the airport to my hotel. On the back of the driver's seat, there was a screen that showcased different Japanese advertisements. These ads were definitely different from the ones from the United States. The commercials in the United States are either informative and depressing, or misleading in general. How many times have we seen a TV ad for a movie that highlighted a review from someone who claimed that the movie is the best film of the generation, only to discover that the motion picture is overhyped and overrated? How many times have we seen a commercial for a type of medicine that included small prints at the bottom, as if to imply that anyone would pause the ad and read through them? The ads that I watched during the taxi ride, on the other hand, were ridiculously fun while advertising the product of their choice. Why am I talking about Japanese advertisements? There's a very simple explanation. On first sight, Five Hearts Under One Roof appears to be a full motion video game that allows you to simulate specific romantic situations. It's easy to presume that the title caters to a specific demographic of the male gender. If I'm honest with you, I will admit that I did not have any intention to purchase the game, let alone play it. However, one of my viewers on Twitch asked me to play it, and he personally financed it for me. After multiple playthroughs and the acquisition of a platinum trophy by its conclusion, Five Hearts Over One Roof caters to the enjoyment that I experienced while sitting in that taxi ride and checking out the over-the-top, cringy, yet entertaining performances. Does it appeal to the insinuated demographic? 100%. Is the story groundbreaking? Not even close. Nevertheless, I would lie if I say that I did not enjoy my time with the game. As a matter of fact, it's the best full-motion video game that I've ever played. It is sad that the sequel is only available on PC, but hopefully the second game will be released at some point on PlayStation. Should you pick up the game? Let's find out. Without further ado, let's review Five Hearts Under One Roof, which was released this year and was played on the PlayStation 5 via backwards compatibility with the PlayStation 4. Story. Story-based video games like Telltale's Game of Thrones, Quantic Dream's Detroit Become Human, and Ad Hoc Studios' Dispatch live or die by their stories. If the narrative is not interesting or feels lackluster in any way, shape, or form, the whole product fails. It is why I did not enjoy Telltale's Back to the Future. Don't get me wrong, the movies, especially the first and second Back to the Future films, are cinematic masterpieces. However, the story in Telltale's take on the IP is not comparable to its movie counterpart, resulting in a product that, quite frankly, is boring to experience. Five Hearts Under One Roof falls under the same genre in a sense that it would have failed if the plot was below average. As far as I'm concerned, the story was a short, fun tale that is highly replayable. I will attempt to avoid any spoilers by not altering the gameplay footage and sticking to my initial playthrough of Five Hearts Over One Roof. The basic principle is as follows. You play as Human, a man who lives with his parents at the time. At the beginning of the game, your parents tell you that they're leaving for a business trip, and they ask you to advertise the house as an Airbnb. One by one, you will meet the women who compose the Five Hearts in the title. One of them is a longtime friend, while another is a co-worker. As you can expect from a situation where a male hosts 5 models inside his house, you can imagine the shenanigans that can and will take place during the story. With that being said, I liked it. There are also multiple branches that will lead to various endings. Some of them result in a happy ending, while others do not benefit Human at all. Your enjoyment of the title's plot depends highly on your tolerance of the acting, which we will discuss shortly, and the Korean-centered journey. Do with it as you will. Visuals and audio design. There's not much to say about the game's visuals, since it is a full-motion video game. Think of it as an interactive live-action film. The only comment that I will make is geared towards fast-forwarding playable scenes during subsequent playthroughs. Five Hearts Under One Roof allows you to skip scenes that you already watched in a previous playthrough by pressing the triangle button. It is a cool feature, but be careful how you use it. If you spam the fast forward feature, the game will either freeze and you'll have to press the start button at the beginning of every scene, or flat out crash the game. You do not have to rewatch every scene to its fullest length, but do not overly abuse the fast forward ability. You will thank me later. The audio in Five Hearts Under One Roof is great, and it's not because one of the females that you will meet during the story plays a K-pop star. The acting is great and nicely complements the characters that each actor and actress are trying to impersonate. Each woman differs from one another through their personality, physical appearance, and background, allowing you to pick a story path that is based on more than looks. The music is also cool. Not only does it highlight the upbeat style of the K-pop genre, but it also pays tribute to video games that have K-pop style music, such as Persona 4 Golden and Persona 5 Royal. Alongside the game's plot, the audio design of Five Hearts Under One Roof shines, subjectively speaking, of course. Gameplay. Early in the review, I compared Five Hearts Under One Roof to video games that were made by Ad Hoc Studios, Quantic Dreams, and Telltale. It's important that we revisit that comparison because the gameplay is a perfect match between their games and the featured title of this review. If you're looking for any complexity in your gameplay, you will not find it here. Game of Thrones, Detroit Become Human, and Dispatch feature more variety in their gameplay than Five Hearts Under One Roof. After 5 minutes of playtime, you'll find out that the only gameplay mechanic in this video game focuses on making narrative-based choices with the dialogue, and occasionally investigating certain items in the environment. There's nothing else, and as such, this section of the review will be shorter than usual. There's nothing inherently wrong with the gameplay of Five Hearts Under One Roof, but treat the experience as a literal movie that will take your choices under consideration and create a customized experience just for you. Achievement and trophy support. When you complete any of the title's 6 chapters, you will be presented with a graph that not only showcases your choices, but also displays options that have yet to be explored. If you would like to earn a platinum trophy or 100% of the achievements, you must experience all of them. The majority of the challenge revolves around hidden and bad endings, and a couple of the trials will ask you to perform miscellaneous deeds, such as using 100 of the votes in the extra menu. Nonetheless, it's very easy to complete all the challenges. Your biggest obstacle will be Chapter 2's 100% completion due to complex narrative branches, but it should not stand in your way of success for too long. Replayability and fun factor. I thoroughly enjoy my time with Five Hearts Under One Roof. The real question is as follows: do I recommend it for you? Well, it depends. Do you enjoy Asian-based teen drama or teen comedy TV shows and movies? Are you willing to bypass specific scenes that are obviously catered towards the young male demographic? If the answer to both of those questions assures you in a positive way, then Five Hearts Under One Roof is a recommendation from yours truly. There's plenty of content for the $20 price tag, but I will not give the game your undivided attention if the answer for the previously asked questions is a resounding no. In the end, Five Hearts Under One Roof is a quirky and amusing full-motion video game that captures the exaggerated acting that is a staple in many Asian countries. The acting is ridiculous in a good way. The soundtrack is catchy. The various endings will keep you second-guessing the real, canon finale to the human story. I will not argue with you if the title is not your cup of tea or up to your standards. Even so, I'm glad that one of my Twitch viewers recommended and purchased this game for me, as it ended up being an amusing adventure. I will give Five Hearts Under One Roof from 2026 on the PlayStation 4 an 8.5 out of 10. Well folks, that's the end of the video. Thank you very much for checking it out. What are your thoughts on Five Hearts Under One Roof? What is the best full motion video game that you have ever played? Please let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Till next time, have a great day or evening wherever you are. My name is AES, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.